Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is just a quick video. It's going to be about an install and also first impressions. So with our trip that's coming up, obviously this is handy all the time. It's been something I've wanted to do for a while, but particularly the fact that we're going to be looking at being on the road a very extended period of time. Wanted to have a way to actually have our devices up out of the center console. Even though we use CarPlay for a lot of stuff, a lot of the maps that we want to use don't actually work through CarPlay. So it's definitely going to be an advantage to be able to have our devices, our phones up so that we can actually, in this case, view maps. Problem is, the majority of stuff out there is rubbish. It's all plastic, it's all low quality, and that's not what we wanted. So I went onto a lot of the forums, on the Jeep pages, etc., and a name that just kept coming up and kept standing out, and that was by far Bulletpoint. Ordered this, obviously we're in Australia, so it takes a little bit of time because it all comes out of the States. So I just ordered it off Amazon, and I'll pop the links in the description below. So we went with the ability to mount it to the dash. The great thing is it's all fully reversible. That's what I really like, is that you take it out, you have no idea that it was even there. But we've gone so that we can have both mine and Lisa's phone up on there. Plus also it does have a GoPro mount, which will replace currently we've got a suction cup mount in the center of our screen. So that'll free that up to go somewhere else, which will be really good. So let's have a look at what comes in the box. It's turned up today, so let's open them up. Okay, so let's have a look at what's in here. So let's start with the little ones first. So this is just basically a spare ball. So this is actually going to be for the extra arm to carry the extra cell phone. So in this case, Lisa's one to the side. And that's what is in here. So it's well packaged. The obligatory sticker. It's quite a big one too. So sticker. So this is all appears to be billet alloy. The balls are really nice, all machined, so it'll actually help with grip. But really tight, and yeah, nice quality. Quite a bit of weight to it. Carbon fibre. Now, it's definitely a carbon fibre wrap. I can't tell you if it's actually fully carbon fibre or if it's like a lot of carbon fibre these days, which has got alloy inside with a wrap over the top. A little bit of a blemish there, but it's just an arm, not that concerned. And then these are the arms. So there's basically just a mount onto the end of that. Probably easier if I take it all the way off and try and do this half-assed here. So that's plastic, and so is that. So the ends are plastic, but that actually may not be a bad thing, because it actually may grip onto the ball a little bit better. So there's obviously two of those. So this is the main one. So warranty, that's awesome. Talking about Amazon orders. Another sticker. Instructions, not really. So basic word instructions. They are pretty easy to install, and I have watched a video or two on them as well. So this is it here. So you get, I'll go through this in a sec, just a bag of bits and pieces. This is the main thing. It's what they call, it's the Rubigrid. So you can see it's actually the correct shape and size for the dashboard, which you'll see in a second when we go downstairs. Unlike the previous models, everything's all hidden, so you basically have this top plate which you undo, then you actually mount the bottom plate via the tape and two screws, and then basically screw this back on top. Key is you need to mount all of this stuff onto it beforehand, before you put it back in. So you've got to actually make sure you set your position of all your accessories on. So these are the mounts that come with it. So realistically, it's probably going to be, one to the side, either side like that, and then the other one in the middle. So the GoPro will probably go in the middle, and then basically a phone each side, just like that roughly. And this is exactly the same as what I've already shown you. So this is the other phone mount, and there's the arm. That's actually already assembled, that one. And this is the GoPro mount. Once again, plastic down here, but this is actually all billet. It's really nice. Plastic screw, but it's actually got a washer on there as well, so it nice and binds up nice and tight. being alloy, it means you can actually get a decent perch on it, make sure your GoPro doesn't move around. And also the other thing that's quite nice, it actually does swivel. So it'll be interesting to see if it swivels once it's tightened up, or seen once we've installed it. So, only thing left to do is let's go down and chuck it in the car. Almost forgot, got to go through these. Pop this down. So obviously all your screws. So this here is actually a special tool. I'll show you when we actually do the install. So this is all about getting just that a little bit extra purchase, a little bit tighter on the mounts, just to make sure they don't move at all. The screws actually that go to the dash. Little screwdriver, which we probably won't use. Little spanner, which is for underneath obviously. For these are all nylock washers. Nylock nuts, sorry. And bullet shaped bottle opener. It's novel, I suppose, hence the ties in with the brand. There you go. They certainly put a lot of thought into their merchandising, and also to the way they pack everything. Very, very good quality. Okay, so let's get into the install. So basically I had some technical problems with the cordless mic here, so I'm going to do this as a voiceover. So this is how the mount actually separates. So it's actually really high quality, super impressed. You start off by just taking off the plastic trim, or it's a rubberized trim. Just pulls out, very simple, just remove that. I kept it aside because it is something that I may use down the track. 2 screws, one each side here. Now basically I've kept them aside because I'm actually going to reuse those ones. I feel they will actually go in better than an aftermarket screw. As you can see, the mount is designed perfectly to fit in there. Peel the sticky off. Then grab some grease and wax remover, just make sure it's really clean. You just pop it in place. I didn't push it down to start with, just wanted to get the screws started first. And once the screws are started, then I pushed in, made sure it's nice and tacked down with the tape. As you can see, nice and solid. So then basically it's a matter of just fitting the accessory balls. And this is time consuming, and it's really handy when you drop screws down between the seats. I was really impressed with these two. The mounts actually, you've got the really nice high quality rubber on them as well. So it means that they just really grip on well when you actually do mount them down. They don't move, and it's also going to stop vibration. As you can see, all 3 fitted, and as you can see, the center one, which is the GoPro, is exactly in the center. I soon discovered this is a problem. So after I start doing the screws, I realised that basically having it in the center covers off one of the screw holes. So it would mean that I'd have 5 screws instead of the 6. I decided just to continue and finish and see how it felt, and see whether or not I was going to be strong enough. As you can see, it appears to be strong enough. I'm just concerned about over corrugations, and that's where a big part of what we drive on is. So just quickly mounted the GoPro, and then the left arm. Once again, these are all just done loosely just to get an idea of where we're going to put them to start with. Lisa's one will actually adjust once I actually get Lisa in the car, and she can put it exactly where she wants it. So I'm literally just nipping this up just so it doesn't move around. Now this little tool is basically designed, it's purely and simply designed to give you enough grip strength to do up them really tight. I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure a lot of people will need it, but definitely if you've got no grip strength, it might be an advantage. So setting up my phone, basically just getting it roughly in the right position. The one thing I did do is making sure that the bar arms were high enough off the dash so you could get a rag underneath to clean dirt off. And also having them high also means that you can make sure that you can actually still get airflow from the vents. As you can see with the high mount, the vents aren't blocked, and also too on a really hot day when your phone is getting warm, the vent will actually help keep it cool. So I'm concerned about whether this is going to be a problem with the screw missing, so decided best thing to do, let's go for a drive and see if there's any movement whatsoever. So far really good. It's It's not moving around at all. It's no more vibration than anything, and it's, like I said, I didn't go crazy on tightening them. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when we first hit a really, really hard road, like a very heavily corrugated road. That'll be really interesting. But so far, so good. The GoPro mount, I have a feeling it will move. It didn't feel like it really got much of a purchase on the actual GoPro, so I felt like it was a little bit loose. I'll see how that goes once once I've actually had a chance to, once again, on a rough road, I've just got a feeling that it'll move. I do like the fact that it swivels, but I will probably end up using my swivel mount that I've got over there anyway, because it's a lot more position changes and a lot more easily adjustable. So what's my thoughts? Initially, quite impressed. Like I said, the quality is very, very good. Definitely, look, they're not the cheapest accessory. They're certainly not the cheapest phone holder, but just the way they fit in, and I particularly like the fact that I can return it to OEM with literally 2 screws. It's very, very good. Look, I have off camera actually moved the GoPro mount across, and what I've actually realized too is that there is an actual center hole in it, which is actually the same size thread as what it is on the end of a, for example, on the end of a camera mount. So I know now in memory, when you look at the website, there is actually a ball that you can actually get that screws into that. So that actually would have been probably a better option instead of buying the other one. But anyway, you live and learn. Look, very happy with it. The tools that come with it are excellent. This tool, still on the fence about whether I actually need it or not. Definitely if you don't have a lot of finger strength or grip strength, it would definitely be a very, very good help. The actual screwdriver and the little spanner, not too bad. Look, is it a great spanner? No, but it does the job. So if you don't have the tools, it's brilliant. So very, very helpful for someone who's limited what they've done. The great thing about this is it's extremely easy modification. So if you're a complete beginner, this is perfect for you, and it's a great way to start, I think. And there's so many different accessories you can get for this. There's tablet holders, etc., stuff like that. Look, I hope this helped out. Definitely, like I said, I will put some descriptions in the bottom, some links to the Amazon where we bought them from. Overall, I'm really happy. It's a simple mod, and it's made a big difference. I can't wait to actually use it daily and see how it goes. But at this stage, super impressed. Really keen to see it off-road too, to see how much movement there is. I'm much happier now that I've got the GoPro mount moved across and I've got the extra screw in. I think that's actually going to help, particularly on the corrugations. Ironically, it's still more centered than what it was when the actual suction cap mount was being used. So it's just me being OCD and wanting it exactly in the center. But it's not that important. Remember, subscribe. Would love to have you along for our journey as we continue to build, getting ready for our full-time travel. It's really exciting. We've got so much to do, and lots of these little things all add up to obviously that 18 months will blow past. So join us on the journey, and we've got some day trip wheeling planned in the next little bit as well. And I've got a video coming out very soon, probably in the next week or so, from Mount Me when I went exploring, looking for a particular track and also to go for a swim. It doesn't quite end up the way I planned, but anyway, it's still fun. So we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much for joining. And remember, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.